during Badwater, was there any point when I thought, why am I doing this? And I would say there were many points during Badwater that I thought, why am I doing this? But that's always, I think, part of any ultra marathon and any ultra endurance event, and I think that's why a lot of us accept that challenge. And I tried to make the most of every step, and some of the steps were a lot slower than I wanted them to be. I was hoping to win the race, and I actually ended up finishing the race third overall. And it was a bit of a disappointment not to do as well as I had hoped on my first go at it, but I learned a lot, and I think that the next time I do it, or any type of endurance event, I'll be a lot more prepared for dealing with the adversity of being out on the road that long for 26 hours. The most I'd run before that was about 19 and a half hours. So to go that much further, and then an extra, I'd only ever run a 100-miler, so to run an extra 35 miles was almost a little bit more than a third as far. And so I was pretty excited to break through that barrier and to really explore my limits and really test myself. And there were definitely points when I thought this isn't fun anymore, and I think a lot of people get that. And it could be 5K into the race, or 20K into the race, or 100 miles into the race, or even I was 2 miles from the finish line, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to the top. It's a really steep climb, and I was standing there and I was thinking, man, I just don't know. And that's what it's all about, is really digging down into your reserve. And I had no food in my stomach for 4 or 5 hours at that point, and I really had nothing left except the will to keep going. And I think that that's what we all strive for when we do these events, is to really try and reach that place and draw and be able to accomplish what you started. So I was proud to finish, and it was one of those events that I think will stay with me for a long time, and it's just an incredible experience. And I think that anyone can have that in any type of endurance event. And it doesn't have to be a 50-miler or a 100-miler or 135 miles. It could be doing your first 5K if you've never done a 5K. So it's applicable to, I think, all distances, and it's really about finding that within yourself, and then trying to explore and see what you can do going forward.